Okay, so I just finished Psycho Killer. Wow, what a steaming pile of shit. I mean, what the amount of loopholes and questions that you have watching this. It's like, where do I start? Where do I fucking start? Here, let me turn the volume down for this because this is just like this shitty metal playing. Wow. Let's start with the scene where the tanker truck flips on its side and no one reports on this shit. Let's talk about that. No one really reports on him killing the people on the side of the road. And even if they did, maybe I missed it. How the hell does this tanker truck, right, this guy driving it, see a woman walking, running in the middle of the road, and his initial reaction is, I'm gonna tip this motherfucker on its side? How? It reminded me of that scene in Wet Hot American Summer when the guy's driving. Da, 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 da. Oh shit! It's like, how? No, it's not a thing that happens. You can't just be driving, see a woman from like, he sees her from like, and then he just hits the brake, and that's not how. It's like a 9-year-old wrote this script. That's not how cars work. That's not how a tanker truck works. Like, let's start with that. Also, why did the girl not hop in the car and drive away? If you saw a psycho killer, you wouldn't just run down the street. You'd run into the forest, or you'd probably hop in the car and drive. Like you'd drive and you try to drive away or something. Oh, she just runs and then the tanker truck hits her and explodes, and then he drinks this priest's blood, and they don't explain why when he kills the priest. Why is he drinking the blood? And how does he not die of AIDS? Like, he's drinking another person's blood. Like, wouldn't he die of like AIDS immediately, or like get AIDS, or even if it's okay, he doesn't care whatever AIDS. But like, why? He says, oh, a priest, took me under his wing, as a kid. So was he molested? Was he? I didn't get that part. Like, what was there wasn't no backstory on the priest thing. Like, oh, because the bands and the this and the church. It's like, okay, so he's following. So he's following in the footsteps of some kind of like band, right? And all these lyrics, but he wants revenge on a nuclear reactor. I mean, what? And even when I'm watching this movie, at the end, one of the things I said was, it's so predictable. I said out loud, they don't have the budget for this. Him killing a city, they don't have the budget for this. They probably just wrote themselves into the hole. So we can't do that scene. We don't have the money. All right, she just shoots him through the glass, like, and so she shoots him through this bulletproof glass, which would never happen. If it's that bulletproof, it would not break. It wouldn't. And let's just say it does, right? If this guy's got a suicide plan and TNT, you think? I mean, you think he would be ready for that? You think he'd be ready for, like, if someone was gonna shoot him at the end? And why did he leave this girl alive? He has enough. He planned out to leave the shower running, to hide in the closet. When she shows up to the hotel room, he plans to hide in the closet and comes out and sets up all this intricate. But he doesn't plan on her coming in at the end and shooting him. Wouldn't you think if I leave this girl alive, she might ruin my plan at the end? I mean, this guy's so smart that he's staying off the internet and using books or whatever. But he hides in the closet and all. But at the end of the movie, he just shoots himself in the fucking foot or something. He just does not foresee this gun. And wouldn't he see the barrel? Wouldn't he look up and see the barrel go through the window and go, oh, maybe I should do this, like, I don't know, behind that table over there? He could have done the same plan, not in the middle of the room. I mean, they showed he had this intelligence, but the last scene doesn't make sense, because for an intelligent person, it is. I'm saying, for the writers, for the director, you can't show this guy is super intelligent and then just at the end he's brain dead mush, doesn't know what he's doing, and can't finish his plan. I thought it would have been at least a decent movie if she would have shot him, and then he looks up, they make eye contact, and then she goes, oh shit, and everything blows up. Quentin Tarantino mixed with M. Night Shyamalan, you get this twist. What the fuck was that? It's so predictable. You know what this movie feels like? This movie feels like so like a girl sucking your dick, and you're like, okay, all right, and then right when you're about to come, she stands up and goes, bye, and you go, what the, oh, what? It's like I almost had a good time. You know, I was really gearing up for the last bit being, oh, he's gonna murder all psycho killer. He's got all these people in the room and a shotgun, and he goes, get out, and they all run out. Dude, you're a psycho killer. You're gonna kill the town anyway, so why don't you just ice him, right? If his plan, it didn't make sense. The logic in the end made no fucking sense. And the reason I'm bringing this up at all, all the end, whatever, is because of Cabin in the Woods. You can watch the whole movie and not like it, but the movie is the shit because of that last 30 minutes. So I thought, okay, I don't like this movie so much, but the last 30 minutes might really do it. No, just fucking like, just, it's like a balloon just out of air. Like, the fuck was that? What was that? So, and why did he, what was with the satanic group? They didn't explain this. He kills the satanic group. He murders them. But he doesn't kill the kid. He says, "Oh, you're a believer." What? Just because he doesn't do the cocaine? Is that like a message of like, don't do drugs, kids? I don't. Because he's on drugs. He doesn't kill the kid because he passes up with the cocaine. I don't understand. Like, none of this movie made any sense. And let's talk about the settings. Let's talk about this, right? The way it's filmed, very good. Like, it's filmed very well. But the setting, one of the settings I laughed at, it was when they went into the room to investigate the how he leaves his victims, or how, and it's like, it says 3M1 with the blood, where it looks like, sorry, it looks like a child who was told, make a murder scene, like 666 and the upside down pentagram, hail Satan. Dude, oh my god, it looked like red paint. Can't you just make it a little more gruesome, more bile, more flies? Flies, for instance, if there's blood and all that shit, wouldn't you? Cockroaches, something a little more like disgust, like rancid food. They just walk in there and it looks like just red paint, like murder, red rum, and I'm like, it looks so cheesy. Some of these scenes and everything look so cheesy. So I saw an ad. It was like Psycho Killer new movie. Well, I'll just save you some time. Don't fucking watch it. Just YouTube Psycho Killer murder scenes, and then save yourself the 1 hour and 10 minutes of useless, stupid plot. The main plot hole is how he leaves the girl alive. He throws her out of the FBI agent. He throws her out of a fucking window, kills her husband in the beginning, and just goes, she's not gonna foil my plan. I'll play with some fire. Kill everyone else, but leave the one person that you know is probably should die. Wow, he had a plan. He had an aim. If you don't want this plan to foil, wouldn't you take out the one person that will foil it? It's like, none of it, man. I could go on, and I could go on and on and on about this. Wow, that was it didn't even have its like good parts. You could, just because you're giving these slow-mo X scenes doesn't make the movie good. It's got to have plot, sustenance. You can't just piece together all these. It's like somebody watched Forensic Files for like a couple nights and went, let's make a movie. Like, it was just so cliche. It was like so cliche. You know what's a good fucking movie, like horror film? Leatherface. You know what's a really fucking good like a movie to compare this to, like what it should have been? Halloween. I think it was it Rob Zombie? Was it Rob Zombie who did that remake? I think it was. But that movie is fucking ill. It doesn't. You know why too? Because in Halloween, it's the bat scene of the guy's head, and when he's twitching, it's the wiping the blood off and killing the rat in the beginning. You actually feel it's the kid in the forest. There's scenes that make you feel like you want to vomit. This was like PG-13 stuff. It's just axe, kill, blood. When he drinks the blood, was that supposed to make me squirm? Was like when he drank the priest's blood, was that supposed to be hardcore? It's like, there was nothing, dude. There's nothing. I want to see my murderer, like murder a body and then like rape the organs, and I want a 15-minute shot of him raping the organs. I want people to stand up in the audience and vomit, like Hills Have Eyes when the rape scene. Like I like it when I don't like that. I don't want to see it. But I'm saying that if you're going to try to gross me out, then I want to see something extreme. That's my point. I want to see something extreme, new, fresh, whatever. I think it was that story of Ed Gwynn or whatever, the Ed Gwynn story, which was terrible. When he sees the nipple, she sees the nipple chair, and it's just like, this is normal. That ruined it. But I don't like this, but I'm saying I like it in my horror because it makes me disgusted when he's like jerking off and like choking himself, and he's hearing voices. That was what roped me in. I went, okay, you're portraying insanity to a point where I almost feel bad for the killer. I don't feel I didn't have a way, just like in Halloween, you feel bad for Michael almost because of his upbringing. He's evil. He's pure evil. But think of the upbringing, right? You need to feel for at least the evil person if you're gonna do. You need to. You kind of need a little bit of I feel for this guy. So when he dies or whatever, but he gets shot, you don't feel nothing because you're like, even the FBI agent, even her, all these characters. They don't make you attached to any of them. The story didn't make me attached to any of the characters. No, there was no plot development. And some of these scenes, that whole scene with the LSD, whatever, there was a part where when I was watching it, I actually went, come on. It's like, I was fast forwarded. Like, can we speed this fucking, what was the point of that scene? I'm looking for information. What was the point of, like, all of that? There was, like, 30 minutes of nothing happening. Just, I need some information. Yeah. Like a shitty Batman. Like, I don't know also why they made him so stupid and cliche. It would be, why'd they have to make him so damn cliche? All these people think a serial killer is this thing of like, no, a serial killer could be like one of the nicest, like, hi, how you doing? Like, give me a serial killer from the 90s that's like has a polo and stuff, like that does stocks, like, oh, he's trying to make it in life. Like, that's probably something I haven't seen maybe. But like, that's a serial killer, someone that like blends into society and is like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, that was the beast within us, or the beast in us, the beast in us. That's a good one. See, so don't think that I don't know my horror films. Where I love horror, which is and stuff like this. So let me tell you that, like, from my point of view, from someone who always watches this shit, like the minute something's recommended horror, I'm watching it. This was shitty. You want to make a horror Psycho? It would have been actually. You know what? The movie would have been a little better if one scene would have changed, like a little better. If he would have iced all the people when instead of saying get out, because he's a psycho killer. I mean, if the movie was called something else, Reactor or something, different fucking review altogether. But it's called Psycho Killer. I want to see some psycho killing. I want to see this guy kill everyone, and he leaves the girl alive. He leaves all these people alive. Hail Satan! And how cheesy is that? Hail Satan! Come on, dude. Come on. If you're hailing Satan, can't you just like kill all these people? Columbine. I could go watch a documentary on Columbine, and that's bloodier than this. You had all the opportunity in the world to make a. They had the blood. I think obviously the editing this, and they just made like the shittiest plot, thinking that the audience is just gonna go with the murder and just roll with this and think that's a smart movie. I like the scene where he put the mask up, but that's the thing. He puts the mask up, the bullet comes through the window. He's smart enough to outthink it, but he's not smart enough to look up at the end of the movie and see, oh, I'm about to get shot. Come on.